Talk about the COVID situation. We're now joined by Dr. Sushil Mandhania, Senior Medical Oncologist in Nagpur, and we're also joined by Dr. Padma Srivastav, Chief Center in AIIMS. Thank you both doctors for joining us. Dr. Sushil, first to you. Maharashtra still dealing with this current wave of COVID, and while they're saying the situation seems to be settling somewhat, now preparations on for the third wave that has been warned of by experts.
As of now, there is a improvement in the number of cases, and the panic has slightly gone down in the cities. Oxygen beds, oxygen availability, and there is less of the panic for the Remdesivir. But having said this, there is still the panic is still not that good in the rural population, which is not been covered. So we need to keep our guards up. Very strict pressure should be maintained through media, through awareness, to maintain the social distance, mask, hygiene, and there should be strong encouragement for vaccination, because I had seen the patients and the rural population is very, very hesitant about vaccine taking.
Right, so you're saying even now, because in the cities it's strange because there is a complaint that there are not enough doses, people are not getting slots for the vaccine, but in rural areas there really needs to be a lot more awareness, is what you're saying, the tendency there.
Yes. So the vaccines are getting wasted in the rural areas because the allotted quota is not being utilized, and they are very, very afraid, and there is a lot of rumors and myths about the vaccine. One of the biggest myth I had seen was that vaccine se hi corona. Need to clear this. We need to involve the local agencies, local people, local leaders, local spiritual leaders, so that they can convince the local population.
All right, Dr. Pai. And Dr. Sushil, also this emphasis that, even in cities people talk about, but how do you get coronavirus after getting the vaccine, which are these breakthrough cases that happen. But the vaccines, of course, are not 100%, and there are going to be cases where people will get COVID after the vaccine. What we do need to see is how severe the illness is and whether it requires hospitalization. So this awareness also has to be made among people, isn't it?
There are two things which need to be understood. There is a lot of misconception that after taking vaccine they got corona. So every vaccine center, most of them 90% are highly overcrowded. So we need to prevent that overcrowding. At the same time, we need to be very strict about the registration and prior registration before visiting the centers. Thirdly, every COVID protocol should be followed very strictly in the vaccine centers, because that is the area where the patients, these are the old people who have never gone out of their house, and now they are visiting the crowded vaccines, are very illiterate, very ignorant about the vaccine, this COVID protocol, and mostly I had seen they get fever or they this corona after the vaccination. So they attribute their infection to the vaccination, which is absolutely wrong. And the second thing is this vaccine wastage happened.
Right, no, absolutely. That's also being seen in concerns over this overcrowding at vaccination centers. We were talking earlier about how the situation in Maharashtra seems to have somewhat settled. It might be too early to call it a trend, but yes, it seems to be settling. And Dr. Padma, in Delhi as well, again, we don't want to call it out too early. We are seeing that the oxygen situation is getting somewhat better, and even the Chief Minister said that they're going to ensure that in all hospitals oxygen is available. So that also, Dr. Sushil, we've talked a lot about on this channel about the new variant, this double mutant variant as it's being called now. The indices have been discovered in the UK as well. While it is suspected, but it still hasn't been categorically said that it's more infectious, we don't know whether it causes more severe disease as well, because that is something that needs to be investigated further. We need more studies, and also to, because in this wave, they're talking about how a lot of younger people, young adults are getting really by the disease.
There are certain clinical things which need to be understood and which are different as compared to the first wave. So there has to be something different about this variant. And you can see in first wave there were not a complete family getting infected, but in this second wave, even if a single person in the family was infected, the whole family. So that means infection rates are very high with this variant. But there is no data which is available where we can say it is more lethal. But the amount of patients and the acute number of patients over the short period of time has really created a crunch of the beds, and they get beds because of the small time and huge number of patients. So I think this might be the reason of our increased mortality. And as you can see, there was a huge pressure on the oxygen beds, health resources, beds of the hospital, manpower, and the resources. So I think this might be the one of the reason of increase in the deaths. But it is very premature to say it might be attributed to the variant. But yes, they've got more infectivity.
Right. All right. Well, thank you so much, doctors, for joining us. And clearly more studies are needed. But for the moment, don't let your guard down. And we have to break this chain of infections. Go get vaccinated, those who are eligible. Thank you so much, doctors, for joining us.
Thank you. Thank you.